Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, let's get straight into it today. Oh man, I absolutely love trading, guys. I love trading. And I hope you do as well too, right? Trading can be phenomenal. And all I do say, guys, is that I love trading because I trade based on patterns, right? So for you personally, like if you're trading the markets and you're just, well, I think I'm going to short the market now because I think it's going to go down. That's wrong, right? I'm going to buy the markets. I'm going to buy the market now because I think it's going to go up. Wrong, right? What we need is we need patterns. What patterns are you trading that's going to help you obviously when trading the markets. Now, guys, I have a trading course. Again, I've got a flash sale, $7, whole complete trading course that teaches you your chart reading, foundations, couple of trading patterns that I use when trading the market, trading systems, mindset, and so on and so forth. So if you go to johnsflashsale.com, you'll be able to see that. Just get the help you need, okay, guys? All I say is that don't be, and that's why I say that disclaimer at the start. Don't be placing a trade based on a market update video, because that's not long-term success. Long-term success is not being lucky. Long-term success is like, for example, for me today, me and my private clients, guess what? Me and my private clients got into a trade today that this particular pattern, and I can't share it with you right now. I can't share the trade with you right now because I'm in the trade and I don't want to go down there of potentially pushing a market around and stuff like that. But me and my privates got into a trade today that the risk to reward, or the reward to risk on this one here, is 5, sometimes 10 to 1 reward to risk. Some of these, and that's an option trade, and I've had these trades in the past go to over 1,000% return, but the average loss is 50% return on an option. So that's the type of trade that I got into. But what patterns are you looking for? That's how you succeed in these markets. What patterns are you looking for? For me, I saw this pattern. And guess what? Boom, it happened. This exact same pattern that I got into today myself, and actually a few months ago it appeared again, and that trade went on to about 500-600% return. Again, with a 50% risk, maybe a 50 or even 100% risk. But when you start to look at that sort of risk to reward ratio, why wouldn't you want to be jumping on these patterns? But again, guys, focus on these patterns. Focus on the patterns that you need. And oh my goodness, Santa Claus is coming early, right? So looking at where the Dow Jones is, if I bring up this chart here, notice something here. Notice I got the 3. I can just see someone in the comments going to say, you know, fast forward to 3 minutes. That's when it really starts. You guys are incredible. Please, guys, just listen to what I said this first 3 minutes, okay? You can do so well out of that, but don't be getting in because it's a thought. Use patterns, right, to trade the markets. And just trade those patterns. Trade the patterns that you believe in. Looking at where we are right now on the Dow Jones, we can see what? We can see that the market is holding here strong, but look what's happening here. I've got the 52-day moving average. We have the 20 moving average, the green line, and the purple line is the 9-day moving average. Notice how far we are away from the 9-day. So that tells me maybe Jerome Powell's going to come out and say something, or something's going to happen to the market, or something, whatever, right? And it's going to cause a bit of a pullback in the markets. So we may be getting ready for a little bit of a pullback in the markets, not a crash, not a complete change in trend. All right, guys. So one of the most important things that when I was trading, if I'd see a market go up like this, and then I see the market drop like this, I always thought that, oh, the market's going down, so therefore it's going to keep going down or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I never understood the simple trend analysis and how the markets really work, because I was always, oh, when the market went down, I got it wrong, or blah blah blah. Right? It's like, no, guys, what we need to see is that if we just continue to focus on this overall upward trend, and if we go up and then we have a pullback and then we continue up again, which again, I see a good old 40,000 Dow, maybe by the end of this year, the way things are going, this thing's going nuts. So hold on to your horses, because the melt up phase, guys, has started. It has started, and during those melt up phase, we may just continue straight up, or we may get some little bit of a pullbacks first, It may be just a 1 or 2 day pullback, and before we go again. But there will be pullbacks in this overall big bull market. And again, I see we have started. This is the starting of the melt up phase. So don't be fighting the trend. Don't be trying to jump in because you think it's going to be, because, trying to pick the top of the market because the market's going to crash and there's too much debt and blah, 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 and all this sort of garbage you hear out there. Don't listen to them, right, guys? Focus on the markets. The markets are telling you the truth. People say charts mean nothing. What a load of shite. What? Stop being a twat. Will you read the markets? Because that's the only thing. Read the charts, because that's the other thing that we I'm on fire today. Stop being a twat and just read the charts, right? The charts are giving you, it gives you a bit of an insight that what may be coming down the road. Again, when you read the charts and the charts produce these patterns that you trade, you can do pretty well. Anyway, so we're seeing that through there. And then look at the S&P 500, the same thing as well too on the S&P 500. Not too much on the S&P 500 as in like the dip with the moving averages, but we are just slowly eking out a new high where we are right now. So it's going to be really interesting to see that. Now, guys, I'm going to put a bit of a red X here right now, a bit of a caveat of what I've just said there. The most important thing to you as a trader, if you want to do well out of this thing called trading, is you must be the F word. That's right. You must be the F word. And if you're not this F word, you can use the other F word and walk out the F door. What's the F word? Flexible. What does that mean? That means right now we on the S&P 500, we're breaking to all-time new highs. But there's nothing to say. I said yes, 40,000 Dow. I could be wrong. And I must accept that. So I need to keep an eye on that. Because what happens if the market just suddenly does top out here and we start to do something like this? Well, guess what? I can no longer be bullish. No matter how much I hope or think or swayed it or the government put or anything like that, guess what? I can no longer be bullish in these markets. No, I can no longer be bullish. Right, and that's where, in that $7 trading course that I got going, johnsflashstyle.com, you'll be able to see all the details there, all the different videos and so on and so forth. You get there again at Johns, JOHNS Flashstyle, or there should be a link in the description there. But guys, looking at the markets right now, looking at the stock market right now, we can see that it's right now, it's in a situation where we are breaking up to new highs, but please guys, be flexible, all right? Don't be so rigid one way. If I say we're going to 40,000 Dow, that's where I believe we're ultimately likely to head. But I could be completely wrong, right? And so important for you to do that in these markets. I had a trader recently who was trading some of the gold mining stocks, and the market was clearly telling him the market's going down. It's in a downward trend. It's stair-stepping down. It was doing this all the way down, and he just kept holding on, hoping and praying. No, guys, don't. Right now, yes, we're in an upward movement in the S&P and the Dow Jones. But and any stock you look at right now, you must apply this simple trend analysis. Again, if you want to learn more about the simple trend analysis and the chart reading stuff, then just go to johnsflashstyle.com. $7, guys. And guess what? If you're not happy with it, I'm happy to refund you $7. Just go get the help you need, all right? And start to apply what you need. Again, the very first video in that trading course actually is what I call the bullseye method. The bullseye method is something that you really must learn if you want to become a long-term consistent trader, and what the top traders do. Like for me personally, when I first started trading, I lost $250,000 trading the markets. So what happened was, how do I do that to then start to make a full-time income from trading? What were the differences? How did I start to approach my trading? You'll learn that in what I call the bullseye method. So you can see what's happening here, right? We are breaking up to new highs, and now we could be breaking to the downside as well. So looking at these markets right now, guys, we could be really be. I believe we're getting ready for a melt up phase right now, guys. But that's what I'm seeing right now. But over the next few weeks, if the market starts to change its tune, so must we.